Hi guys, it's Soul, and we're going to be talking about 5 manhwa like solo leveling. And when solo leveling is always mentioned, many things hop into people's mind, but the one thing people always think about is the best moments for Sung Jin Rum every time it comes across a strong opponent, like Beer the Ant, the Beast Monarch, the Frost Monarch, and the Monk of Destructions. But the reason why I'm here now is I was just talking about 5 manhwa comparable to solo leveling, so let's get into it. Legend of the Northern Blade. We have Jinmu 1, who's only been allowed to read books and not train in martial art. He is also the last surviving member of the Northern Sect, which is part of the Heavenly Central Alliance. Even though his father has been nothing but loyal to the Central Heavenly Alliance, he is still framed by his alliance and his closest friends of being a traitor and siding with the Silent Knight, and his father had no choice but to dissolve the sect and protect his son. From this point on, Jinmu 1 has been living alone in the dissolved Northern Sect, where he spends all the time blacksmithing. Then one day he meets an injured girl named Il On-soo, who he helped recover. But then the 7 Lesser Heavens came from the Central Heavenly Alliance to have a meeting with him. But during the meeting, they were attacked by a demon named Tong Mu Khan and his group. During the fight, everyone got injured, and even Jinmu 1. After showing off the Northern secret martial arts, but gets saved and spared by the Witch of the White Knight. For what happens, actually, you're gonna have to read for yourself.
In the beginning, after the end, after being poisoned on his deathbed, King Gray reminisces about his life that he lived in which he had a more personal relationship. But instead of dying, he is reincarnated as a newborn named Arthur Lewin. And as he lives his new life in this world, he realizes is much different than in the old world he lived. As he keeps going down his new journey in his life, making more and more relationship, he realizes that his old life is turning its ugly head. In the player that can't level up, we have a person named Kim Gyu, who had a chance of becoming a unique player, and that only a few select people have the chance to. But even 5 years after becoming a unique player, he's still stuck at level 1 and is unable to move past that. Until one day he gets trapped in an upper gate and realizes that his ability is to link with eagles, which can raise his stats while still being level 1. And this is where his life changes for the better or for the worse. In Overgeared, we have a young man named Shin Young-woo. He's a very unlucky man and does not have a lot going in his life, and he spends most of his time in a popular VR game called Satisfy. And during the game, he got a very hard quest to retrieve a powerful item, and the item is being a quest changed to a legendary class. Instead of handing over the item, he takes it for himself, but he does not realize the trouble he's getting himself into by taking on this item. So will this be something more than he bargained for, or will he just reap the benefits? Who knows? In the Return of the Disaster Class Hero, we have Li Gion, one of the strongest out of the 13 Saints, and when humanity was being attacked by these calamities, the 13 Saints will go out and protect them. And on one of their biggest missions yet, going up to the Demon Tower to destroy the Demon King, everyone else retreated but Li Gion, and he defeated the Demon King, but in the process, he was literally stabbed in the back and pushed down a valley fighting endless hordes of demons until he died. But when he died, he was able to escape from the Demon Tower out into present society. Now that Li Gion is out, the only thing on his mind is revenge for whoever stabbed him on his back, and also getting all his stuff back that was sold off to the public.